Did we send the
Yeah, it's on the timeline.
oh, all right, we go get that. Welcome to Politics Usual, episode 24. Fresh from listening to premium cocaine raps all day.
Oh yes. So let me cut in here, man, because early in the group.
I mean, I was gonna introduce everybody.
No. I just got to cut in first, man. But early in the group, I was like, hey, I listened to the new West Side Gun, and I think we have converted 2 more people to the Griselda Hive. I don't know, maybe we'll see.
I wasn't a fan of Gun because of his voice. Y'all know I got petty reasons for not listening to niggas.
True.
Like
it was alright. I mean, it wasn't even alright. I actually fuck with it minus the skits. Like I think the skits break up the continuity of the project. I got over his voice, and then he reminded me of like a watered down Ghostface. Like so,
yeah,
I like
his
Ghostface.
Voice sound like Ghostface if he had just like inhaled some helium.
Yeah, it sounds like a more animated Ghostface. Yeah,
like nah. I need that Stove God Cooks.
That Stove man.
Look, Gun joint out.
Stove God Cooks.
That only built for Cuban links, but from them 2 niggas. Streets.
No, I woke up like super early this morning. It was like 7, and the first thing I did was listen to this. I like laughed out loud when he said that Ibro Lagasse line. He said, "Me and Ibro Lagasse needs to be the next verses." 2 stoves side by side. I bet I work them.
Like nigga, that's premium coke rap.
Premium coke rap.
Said I cooked half a brick in the air fryer, nigga. On a song called Michael Irvin. Like, do you understand how that is?
Bro, and that's like the second bar. Like the first song is an intro, then that's the second song, and that nigga was cooked the brick in the air fryer. I said, "Oh, hold on,
air fryer."
That nigga didn't waste no time. Didn't waste no fucking time.
Premium coke raps, man. The shit, nigga. Roddy was taking all day getting the stream set up, nigga. I was over here listening to the plugs I met by Benny, nigga. I was ready to get the Pyrex out, nigga.
Hey, speaking of Pyrex, these niggas said they were drinking Dom P out the Pyrex.
Dom P
on the Pyrex.
Like what?
That is some bigger shit, man. But nah, I cooked half a brick in the air fryer. It might be like that might be a top 3 rap live all time, but it's fire.
That's the top 3, and it's so hard. Like it doesn't matter if he's lying. Like the fact that you thought of that. Like he looked at the air fryer, he's like, I might cook half a brick in it. Like the fact that he even thought of it.
He even thought of it, man. I was listening to. I forgot Jadakiss was on the Benny, the plugs I met out. Mm-hmm. Nigga said the coke potent. I just did a 2-step on it, like.
Hey, especially after he was on that verses in the yellow, 2-stepping all over Fabulous.
Bruh, this nigga Jadakiss might be one of the most interesting niggas ever. There was a video of this nigga doing pull-ups.
Yeah,
this nigga.
In New York.
This nigga orders pizza without the pizza.
With just the crust.
Like he orders just the crust.
And they call and people know they call it the Jadakiss special.
Yes.
Why? What?
Like he doesn't order the
he
pizza.
It's
just the outer ring of the crust.
Everything out of the pizza is just the crust. So it's just like a circle of crust with some fucking
with maybe some marinara,
Yeah.
So this nigga is ordering breadsticks.
Yes.
Come on, bro. Nah. Hey, Fabulous won the verses because that shit is ignorant, bro. Like,
bro. This nigga Jadakiss was drunk as fuck. Somebody tweeted Jadakiss is about 1 drink away from giving us the "I love my niggas" speech.
And then he did
5 seconds later, he did the "I love my niggas" speech.
No, but dog, let me tell you something about Jadakiss. I just found out from that, basically because of the verses. Like you remember, like we were talking about this in the group, the paper towel headband.
Mm-hmm.
Jadakiss said he wore the paper towel headband because he had bounties on his head. Bounty is in the paper towel.
Yo, them New York niggas different, bro. No disrespect. them niggas is dead for rent.
Oh shit! Yeah, wow. All right, man. I mean,
like when I heard that, I was like, okay. All right.
I mean, given that he did threaten Puff on the radio to drop a refrigerator on his head.
Yeah.
It's highly possible he had a bounty
Yes.
put on him after that fact. All right, what the fuck did we say we were talking about today?
So all right, so we said we would talk about the NBA. I guess.
Do we want to get that out the way?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go and get that out the way.
All right, so if you're not familiar, the NBA released the slogans that it'll allow their players to wear on the back of their jerseys. You got that pulled up, Ron?
I didn't know I was supposed to have it pull up, man. You ain't.
I want to go. I'll pull it.
All right. Yeah.
I want to go over some of them because it's like
No, go on.
nigga. What? Trying to think of what. Oh, way too far. Chat. But yeah, the thing that I wanted to get to was the fact that none of this shit has anything to do with police reform.
No.
Like the list is Black Lives Matter, say their names, vote, I can't breathe, justice, peace, equality, freedom, enough, power to the people, justice now, say her name, si se puede, or yes we can.
Si se puede.
Liberation. See us.
Dude.
Hear us.
No, let's just stop. Let's just stop. That one kills me the most. Si se puede. There's like, because somebody said, hey man, we got at least one Hispanic person in the league, bro. We need something for them. Si se puede. Like, not even trying.
Like, Chief, that ain't it.
It's not it, man.
That is not it at all.
It's like
it's not it, man.
And for me, everyone who was mad at Kyrie Irving leading the charge on, hey man, the NBA shouldn't come back. It's not a meaningful way to use our platform. The NBA is proving him right at every turn right now. Like they have botched this. Oh, we'll put Black Lives Matter on the court.
Bro, the hardest shit I seen this week was John Morant, his number 12, and somebody posted that he should have the fuck as his last name, where his last name would be in 12.
Yeah,
inadvertently, I think that's why they came out with this, because they were like, if we give players control to put what's on their jersey, like they don't know what some phrases and words mean. So they're like, okay, we're gonna give you a control list of words, and that's policing the message.
Yeah, right. And see, for me, that's why I just wish they wouldn't even fake the funk. Like Chris Paul, Bron, all these niggas. Yeah, man. We can use our platform meaningfully to while we play. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Just say you afraid that if we cancel the season, the owners is gonna fuck us on the CBA because they can turn around and cancel it. Just say that. Like, don't lie and say, oh, we can be just as effective playing. No, you can't. Because they don't
just keep it two Virgils. Keep it two Virgils.
Yeah, keep it two Virgils, man. Like we don't need to lie right now. Like the lie doesn't need to be said. We understand. Y'all niggas care about this money. And for someone like LeBron, I get it, because he's using his money in like meaningful, impactful ways. More than a lot of motherfuckers have done. But just stop lying. It's just like when Tamir Rice got shot and he said, well, I need to wait for all the information to come out.
Nah.
Because he ain't want to piss off Cleveland PD. Nigga, we know your game. Just like in Hong Kong, you ain't want to say nothing to piss off and fuck up the church's money. We get it, nigga. We know that you are only going to speak out as long as it don't fuck with the church's money. And that's okay. But just stop lying about it. Tell me what the game is. Look, man, I'm not finna fuck up the money because I got too much shit I'm trying to do with my money. Cool. I would 100% respect that more than you talk about stand up as a beautiful change on the back of somebody's fucking jersey, ally, anti-racist.
Yeah, go ahead, Fee.
I was gonna say, as much as people hate Michael Jordan for how he was when he was playing and in his prime, like what you saying, AJ, is that he should take the the Michael Jordan route. LeBron James is like, hey, look, man, I know y'all trying to do this and this and this, but I'm not trying to fuck my money, my brand, and whatever else up. And just keep it a buck.
Like basically, he's Jordan, but he picks his spots. Like that's the thing that I want people to be honest about. Like, yeah, Bron is doing great things, but Michael Jordan has had more executives of color, more non-white executives in the Hornets organization since he bought them than the rest of the NBA has had combined in that entire.
Much to his detriment, though. But
no, it is much to his detriment.
Fucking Bernie Bickenstaff.
Yeah, that nigga done hired, but he done put black and like there was
he has
he put black people in positions of power and gotten the money because that's the way that people of his generation want to do things. They want to. You can see it with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is all about, hey, bro, we can't fuck up the church money. That's why he be getting on TV and soft shit sometimes because he's about, yo, we got to get in the system and get this money. What I hate is for people that want to act like, oh, we need to tear the system down, all while they want to reap the benefits of the system. It's like, no, if we tear the system down, everything that you've accumulated goes with that. Like, it can't be we tearing this shit down because you still got that from the ills of capitalism. If capitalism is a problem, it's a problem for everybody. So, the NBA full of shit, man.
So let me come in behind that because, to be fair, Bron is using his platform to get a lot of arenas turned into, like, polling places, which is good. But at the same time, just putting the microscope on this NBA situation, just say that it's about the CBA. It's about you getting another championship. And don't try to say, like, okay, we need to do this so we could get the message out there. Because for the first time in my whole goddamn life, I agree with Kyrie Irving that basically basketball in any type of manner would be a distraction from the message. So don't say that you're trying to carry out the message by continuing with the season and these messages because it's not helping. It's diluting the message of it, if anything.
Shit. Like, this is basically like saying, hey, we need to raise AIDS awareness, but we can't talk about sex. Or we need to raise STD awareness, but don't bring up sex while we're doing it. Mm-hmm. No, you can't do that. If an STD is a problem, the direct cause of an STD is sex. Like, one of the direct causes of what people are out protesting against is police brutality. So if you can't say shit about police, then this shit ain't gonna work. Like, you can't do it. So just say, you know what? Nah, we good. We here for this money. And if that's the case, that's the case. But I am not mad at if you're here for the money, you're here for the money. I just want people to be honest and stop faking the phone. Stop lying. Like, we can't on one hand rail against MJ for saying jokingly Republicans buy sneakers, or hey, I'm not educated enough to speak on what's going on in my home state, but I'll donate some money to the dude. We can't get mad at him for that and then turn around and say, well, LeBron not wanting to blow up the CBA is black power. No, it's still a money grab either way. Like, what it is. The game is the game. The cake's been baked. Do what you got to do.
That cake been baked.
The cake's been baked.
Whatever you do, keep that motherfucker rolling.
Like, but don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. We get it. Chris Paul, LeBron, everything Chris Paul and LeBron have done since they got in the Players Union has been ways to get themselves more money. And I ain't mad at them niggas. Chris Paul took the NBA. Chris Paul was the president of the Players Association and got all that shit changed so that he could get a max contract when he was 33. Because the way it went, after a certain age, he couldn't get a max contract.
But what's wild is Chris Paul don't try to hide it though.
Yeah, I'm not taking a buyout to go play for a contender.
No.
I worked way too hard to get these 40 M's on this bad hamstring. Y'all niggas gonna give me this money. That nigga want
bare face with no mask, bro.
Hey, speaking of Bobby Bonilla Day.
OG.
Top five finesser of all time. That motherfucker not only getting 1.2 million from the Mets every year, he get $500,000 from the Orioles every year too.
I just found that out.
Yeah.
Me too.
Like, how does that not talked about? He getting almost two of them things a year to do nothing.
Like, faithfully, like clockwork. He knows when it's coming.
Like, and how do you fuck up so badly that you turn $6 million into like almost $30 million? And they did that because they was invested in in one of Bernie Madoff Ponzi schemes. So they thought, oh yeah, we'll make the money back. There's no problem. And now they like, that looks really bad.
That looks really bad in hindsight. Yeah.
And there was investors actually like, nah, he should just take the payment and put it in one of them investor funds, and he'd make more money off of it. And then that shit looks stupid. And it's like, nah, that nigga smart.
He's smart. Yeah.
He gonna be getting paid till he's 72.
Yes.
Ain't played in the MLB in almost 20 years since 2001. I was in high school.
Like I'm not invested with nobody whose name is made off. Because what you think he doing with your money?
He made off with it.
Made
off.
And his name is Bernie, Burnt E, and made off. Like, come on, man! I got these bars for y'all on Friday, bro. I guess with these niggas.
I did do a couple made off punchlines when that shit came out. I was like, oh nah, this is
You and everybody else like Bernie made off.
Like Bernie, y'all made off. Like, yeah, nah, that shit was ass. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Bad punchlines.
Don't do that, 23-year-old.
Punchlines I need to end. The Bernie made off, and like just any form of like just shitting on niggas. Like any form of like.
No. The punchline that I want to end, and I saw this shit on Twitter the other day. Don't do no hands clock punchlines.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
Because that didn't even make sense.
Like somebody put it. Yeah, I got both hands on the 9, like 9:45. And I put up a picture of a clock with it, and it's like, no, at 9:45, the hand on the 9 is closer to 10, dumbass. Yeah. Or J. Cole, mama hands together like 6:30. At 6:30, the 6 is half, the hour hand is halfway between the 6 and the 7, doofus. Should have said mama hands together like high noon. That would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Like, stop hand that like no, don't do no. I'm glad Jersey gun bar punchlines went away.
Defeat punchlines, those were the worst.
I used to kill them Jersey gun punchlines. I ain't gonna lie. With 2 9s on me like Warren Sapp.
Oh, the 9 on me like Rondo. Come on, bro.
I don't know whether I got the 5 of the Eagles like Jonathan McNabb. Like, no, nigga.
I got the 30 on me. I'm Stephen Curry.
Had a heat on your chest like D Wade. No. Punchlines was so terrible. That was a horrible time for hip hop.
I got 2 3s on me hopping out that Cavalier like LeBron.
Actually, you know what? Stack Bundles had a really good bar like that. Yank fitted hopping out of that range like A-Rod. I was like, okay. That's
okay.
hard.
Yeah, but that ain't really a dumb bar though.
Well, no, I'm saying like sports teams. Like that's a creative way to do like sports teams. But gun bar jersey numbers. Niggas was trying to do Falcon Mike Vick bars so much. They was trying to force them, and I'm like, why not just say
keep a 7 on me? Call it Mike Vick.
Yeah, like what
or dog punchlines with Mike Vick. Oh, like, bro, let my dog leave my dog alone, bro. Like
my dog.
Some shit to the past, bro.
The punchline era was such a horrible time for hip hop.
Such a terrible time.
And I was a proponent of it. Like I was a huge proponent of it. I was all about it. That's all I used to rap and listen to. And that shit was ass.
It was, man.
The shit
I had no replay value.
Yeah, because they all dated.
Yeah, and that's why I was just about to say there's a track on Midnight Marauders where Q-Tip says Large Professor won't let me say the year because he wants the music to live on forever. And he mentions that where he doesn't make a lot of references that are like tethered to like a certain time era or like a certain person of a certain time, because if I'm like, okay, so if we're supposed to believe that music like lasts forever, somebody 30 years from now, they're not gonna know what the hell you're talking about when they listen to this bar. Like that bar is only good for that certain time. So
it's so yeah, like if you freestyling on the spot, making it
if you freestyling,
because it's like I can't really use this verse next year anyway, so I might as well like let that.
But that's why punchline rappers don't really stay too long in the mainstream. Like you see Lloyd Banks, Cassidy, who else? J.R. Wright, like all them dudes who was like punch. You
remember when Serious Jones tried to become a serious rapper? You remember?
I missed.
Man, do y'all know that he got arrested for sex trafficking in California?
I did not.
He literally pimping bitches. Like literally, he got arrested maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
All right. I guess after that ass whooping Charlie Clips gave him.
Yeah. And then he get beat by like Blind Fury too, but I don't know.
I know he basically ended Jen's career.
Yeah, he did. No, that's what I'm thinking about. That Jen battle, yeah.
That shit wasn't even fair.
Yeah, that was
Miles
man,
shit, I
that
had to put a
was
head out on him after that. He should have called the Rough Riders or somebody. Be like, hey man, y'all go take care of this nigga. Like that nigga was crying so much. Like, well, what if I started saying the N word in this battle? It was like, well, you get your ass whooped, man.
Jen was like, Swiss, when we gonna make the album? And Swiss was like, who you, bro? Like,
Nigga called me and why, and they was like, we don't know.
We don't know you, bro.
We don't know you anymore. Right, what else we got? What else we got on the docket? What are you drinking? I thought you was drinking some Uncle Nears.
I am. I got it in my.
Why that shit look like lemonade?
I like splash it with some ginger beer. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I was like, that shit look a little too light. What you drinking over there, Pete?
Some Four Roses.
Got you hip to the Four. You ain't find that Uncle Nearest nowhere?
Nah, but I went in the liquor store earlier. They was stocking it up, and I ain't feel like waiting. So
yeah, that Uncle Nearest ain't no hope.
Yeah, ain't no hope, man. Like it punches you in the throat, but it's like,
especially if you get
like smooth, but it's like strong but smooth at the same time.
Yeah, like it reminds me of the Nika a little bit.
Like yeah. Like you're like, oh, yeah.
I had to see how old fashioned would taste with the Uncle Nearest. This shit
I
good.
need that. Yeah.
What else we got on the docket?
Them thirsty Negroes and music.
Something else. Thirsty song. Because somebody brought up So Anxious earlier. And that shit is nothing but, let me pull the lyrics up to that. That shit is nothing but a series of texts, thirsty ass texts when a woman ain't answering.
I don't even think he was texting her. I think he was paging her because that was.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't because texting wasn't out back then. But like,
it's 10-10. Where you been?
Get my message?
Did you get my
message?
Hit me.
Hit me back. Like that is the thirstiest way to end the text. Like the first verse, 9 o'clock, home alone, paging you, wishing you come over, my place. After a while, ... Let me know.
Hey, because we not just gonna keep talking about the last time. We got new memories to make.
What we did, no, only bubble baths and back rub. Hit me back. Girl, I hope you heard. Because I'm so. Then the second, it's 10-10. Where you been? Did you get my message?
Did you get my message?
Oh, you're working? Well, yeah, hit me when your shift is over, and I'll be waiting.
But the hook itself is flagrant too.
Yeah, meet me at 11:30. I love it when you
talk. Meet me at 11:30. Yeah,
that's my thing about the hook. If you know that you're gonna meet at 11:30, and
why
are
you
texting her at 9 o'clock?
9 and at 10, like why are you pressing so hard? Like you know she getting off at 11, fam. You gotta chill.
Like that nigga don't even he doing that ride for short tweet. Like he don't even want to give her a chance to go home and wipe the work off her box.
Bro, even the bridge is kind of flagrant. As soon as you hit the door, I'm gonna pull you down on the floor. Like
and it's like well, no. It's this legendary ride for short tweet. Shout out to my guy Rod, where he says,
"Oh man, low country boy tweet.
Don't watch that pussy after you get off work before I get to eat it." That pussy, them panties done brought that motherfucker up to a low boil like a country crock pot. No, a low country boil like a crock pot. That's one of the funniest tweets of all time.
Country boil.
Let me get the exact word. Let me find this shit. Let me get the exact wording down because that shit is fucking hilarious. Like I tweet that every so often. Like I think that was
and what's wild. Shout out to Rod, man. What's wild about Rod is people think he be joking, but I've known Rod long enough.
Nah, Rod,
everything he tweets is serious. He's not joking.
He be dead ass shit. And then the other thing, like people think Rod is just like this awful person because he tweets some wild shit. But Rod's actually one of the nicest people on the planet.
Yeah, Rod's nice as hell, man. Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Yeah, the exact wording of the tweet. Don't watch that pussy after work before I eat it, ma. Them panties done brought that motherfucker up to a low country boil like a crock pot. Legendary tweet. That's what Genuine was on. He was like, no.
Hey, you ever been to like a crawfish boil and they drop the bag with the lemons and the garlic into the pot?
That nigga Genuine was like, hey, no. You ain't stopping at home to take the whole bath. You coming here.
Mm-hmm.
I told you to meet me at
11:30.
not 11:31. Not
like 11:29. He's looking out the window like, hey.
Nigga done pulled the blind up. Like, is that you? He wasn't lying about that title. That nigga was at home pacing a hole through the floor, waiting on her to get.
That nigga had the cold sweats waiting on that box.
Her pussy must have been like the shit them niggas was singing about in As Yet.
I never want that.
I don't ever want that.
Like I never wanted. I never want pussy so good that I'm singing in front of a Windows 95 screensaver. Like I never.
Nigga saw the sun, the moon, the mountains, and the river, and was singing in unison about that shit. Like
in all white,
all white, in sync, in front of a Windows 95 screensaver. Like I don't want nothing that good. Keep that at this age. Keep that away from me. Like
Hey man, but we got another flagrant song to discuss.
Bro, I have a few.
You gonna see it on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
we had no business. No business.
And shout out to Sturdy. I can't believe he didn't know, man. But
because they blank out the start of the song.
This nigga RL starts the song with.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and pull the song up.
Oh, I wonder if she can tell you I'm hard right now. Hey, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like you already starting off the song.
He put so much effort on it. He's like, I'm hard right now.
And you already from the jump, like, yeah, I'm here.
A violation.
Like, nigga, what is wrong with you, bro? And at 10 years old, I had no business singing that shit.
Because we didn't know.
Yeah, we
didn't know.
Yeah, in the radio version, they wasn't saying "baby" when we're grinding. I guess so. Like they wasn't saying it. They were saying something else on the radio.
You making it hard.
Wait, what was the radio edit? What was they saying?
I don't know, but I'm looking at the lyrics now. I don't remember saying
it. I get so excited or some shit like that.
Yeah, like they wasn't saying though. That's just like the Pretty Ricky song, "Grind on Me." The radio version is way different from the album version.
Yeah, it's just a lot of peaches and cream.
Yeah, it's "Baby" when we're grinding. I get so excited. Oh no, I thought it was a radio edit. I googled radio edit and this one came up. So I don't know.
They probably don't have the lyrics to the.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, we're trying. I get so excited, but even still, like they left in the "you're making it hard for me." But when I posted like the first part of the song, like the audio of it, like it was a couple people that was like, "Wait a minute, that's what it says at the start."
I guess they only heard it on the radio. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I caught it on Pandora, and I was like, I look like. I said,
I created
I'm hard right now.
I created a '90s R&B playlist, and like I was listening to it this a couple years ago. I was like, why the fuck was I singing this at 10 years old?
Because the radio edit is way different from the.
It's the same green. Like, I think that song came out when I was like 11 or 12. I ain't know that song was talking about eat pussy.
Yeah.
Then.
Right.
Like, because they changed a lot of the lyrics to that shit too.
And the video was like super suggestive, but you still don't know. You still don't realize that it's about
Yeah, that's why when people be talking about like stuff they don't want their kids. I'm like, your kids ain't paying no attention to that shit.
They're not paying attention.
Like Animaniacs is a perfect example of that. They slip so many foul jokes in Animaniacs, and we didn't catch them.
Fingerprints.
Yeah,
Fingerprints.
They had a chant about Heidi Fleiss. Google Heidi Fleiss if you want to know why that's an issue.
No, I was like 5 years old, and I used to listen to the oldest station with my dad, and I like Norman Connor's like "You Are My Starship." I never knew what that was about. You are my starship. Let me take you high tonight. Don't be late. Yeah.
What was your flagrant song, Sweet?
Oh, man, I got a few. But my first one is Webby. Give Me That. Like, this is the song that introduced me to Webby. But bruh, like on the first verse, this nigga said, did some daydreaming, now I'm feeling like I'm on something. Girl, don't hold it from me, cause right now I be done strong arm you. Son.
Wait.
You gonna strong arm it? Like, hey, fam. Hey.
Yeah, nah.
Hey.
Can't do that. That's that Rick Ross. You ain't even know it bar.
You dog.
Don't do that.
Then in the second verse, my nigga say, and he come right out the gate in the first two bars. Now I can tell from your signs that pussy is fire. So I'm here and I'm willing to give you whatever it require. But you don't lay down on your back and go open them thighs like, fam, like, hey.
That sounds like that recorded of that nigga on Twitter. Like squirted.
That nigga needs to be in jail. That's the most flagrant voice recording I have ever. You know what we talk about, V?
Squirted.
Facebook messages and sent this voice note of him. He was like, I'm gonna spread that red ass and long dick in that pussy till it squirted and fought and squirted and fought and squirted and fought, gripping and hugging and gripping and hugging. That nigga needs to be in jail. Like, niggas like that should not be walking this earth.
Somebody tweet. I've never heard his UGK song before.
Bro,
stroke out.
Oh yeah, that nigga needs to be in jail,
bro.
Gripping that, hugging, gripping that.
What's your next one?
Okay, so we was talking about this in the chat. I got J. Cole Dreams.
Yes,
because I think in that third or fourth verse, like once he found, like he's telling a story throughout the song, and he's pretty much stalking this girl. He gave me the Joe from the U vibes, like on this song, and then once he find out she has a man, this nigga decides he wants to sabotage the man and kill him. I'm like,
I see. I didn't mention this earlier, but to me, Dreams is his version of I Used to Know Her by Common. So that's why I don't think that song is that flagrant.
Nah, see, look. So I find out the nigga name, know exactly where he's staying. Find out when he leave for work. Hold up, nigga, is you sane? I'ma follow in my car. I'ma cut in front of his. Run him right into a wall, maybe even off a bridge. I give her a little time. Nigga told her when she crying, she gonna take that as a sign. Finally, she will be mine. I'll be queen and she'll be queen. I'll be king and she'll be queen. When I hit her with the ring at the wedding, who gonna sing?
This is the girl of my dreams. Like this nigga, like
yeah, but to me, like that's like a very extreme version of I Used to Know Her. Because I mean, to me, because the way I read it, like when I was, and that's why I think he brings it back around with Power Trip. Because if you remember Power Trip, he dropped Miss America, and that was ass. That single's ass, and then he dropped Power Trip. He was like, okay, I'm motivated again. So to me, I feel like that's the theme. But if you don't believe that, then yeah, Dreams and Power Trip is very wild.
Power Trip
and then on the second verse, like he kind of follows up in Power Trip, like I used to pop up on you at the mall each day, like
typically, yeah.
Call you a little, and which led me.
He said I had a thing for you, even wrote the song Dreams for you, because I had dreams for you, thoughts of a ring for you.
Yeah.
What Ray say? I need to. Oh, this ain't my shirt. This is my dude Patrick on Twitter. I have to see if he still makes them.
I'm pretty sure he got that. I think Pat got him on Spreadshirt. We'll have to see, and we can link.
Yeah, I'll shoot you the link for that. But this is my dude Pat. He says probably drunk on the front, and on the back it says okay, def drunk, DRUMK. I ain't turning around.
But look, as an almost former intern of Rap Genius, I feel like I need to tell that story. I need to tell that story one day. But anyway, Britney Spears 3 is pretty flagrant. We got to visit that because I haven't heard that. But anyway, but yeah, I feel like I said, Dreams of Power Trip is about his relationship to hip hop. Like I feel like if you listen like real close, he's talking about, you know, basically taking the game away from the top rapper at the time.
I mean, possibly. Either way,
but either way is wild though. Either way is wild though. Yeah.
Like, because in the Power Trip video, like they burying the dead body. Like,
Yeah.
So he was kind of.
I've never seen the video for that.
Yeah, nah. In the video, like my thing is, why you get Miguel if you gonna sing the entire hook?
Yeah.
Like this nigga Miguel saying.
Oh nah. That lead me to my neck. Miguel is not innocent, bro. I
let's
see Miguel.
Let's get into it.
I seen Miguel on the hook. I said, "Oh, Kaleidoscope Dream." I remember he had a very flagrant song when they're called "The Pussy Is Mine." I said, "Okay,
not even
go look at the lyrics."
Not even that, bro. How many drinks?
Oh, that I went to Pussy Is Mine, and then I went to How Many Drinks. I said, "Yo, he giving me them Webby Savage life. Give me that vibes over here with How Many Drinks, bro." I like, man, I screenshotted the lyrics.
How many drinks is hard? Every time I listen to it, I'm just like, oh, that's
yeah.
Not...
Somebody had How Many Drinks on in their IG earlier. Okay,
that nigga said frustration, ad lib, watching you dance, hesitation, ad lib. To get in them pants, come closer, baby, ad lib, so I can touch. And then he says, one question, ad lib, am I moving too fast? My nigga, you just tried to get in the pants 2 hours ago. Why are you asking, are you moving too fast? We way past that, fam. Like, you already violated. Like, you Rick Ross, you ain't even know it vibes over
you
here.
Ain't even know it.
Like, it's over with, man. Like, I said, damn, Miguel. You my guy, but you giving me them rapey vibes.
Yeah. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. Also, to go back to Joe's point, we ain't tell you starting. That's why you like and subscribe to the YouTube page and turn your notifications on.
Man, I told this nigga earlier.
So you know
on the PlayStation chat that we was streaming at 8 Central, bro.
I know.
I dropped the link when it started, man.
I know. I just wanted to use that as the opportunity to get our subscribers up. So please like and subscribe. We might have to do a content.
So I'm reading the lyrics to this 3 song. I think this is Joe. You put this up. So Britney Spears is clearly talking about having a little DP action. And she used the metaphor Mary, Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Oh, getting down with the 3P. Everybody love. Oh, 1, 2,
yeah.
1, 1, 2, 3. Whoa!
Okay. Go.
Roast that.
Got 180 degrees, and I'm caught in between counting 1, 2. Oh yeah, Britney Spears was wild.
Yeah,
she was wild. She was.
Yeah. Also, If You Seek Amy is a wild song by Britney Spears. Yeah. If you seek Amy. Yeah.
That wasn't all that like hidden.
I mean, that wasn't all. It wasn't all that flagrant. Yeah.
We knew what you was doing.
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah,
we knew what it was. We caught that one. Do we got any more flagrant joints?
How many drinks was mine?
I low key feel like Bryson. Bryson Tiller was flagrant and don't, but I think he might have been more Dirty Mac. And the only thing
I think
it makes me say that because I like trap, so I'll fuck with that.
That nigga's
when he's not rapping. Like a lot of people who be rapping but be singing. Like I fuck with they singing shit. Like when you start rapping, I'd be like, can you please keep singing? Bryson Tiller, one of them people. Like if you sing, I fuck with your singing shit. Don't rap, like because you're not that good a rapper. But if you sing, I'm right there with you. Like you have a fan in me.
To me, he's of the era of like taking 90s songs, repurposing them, and people like the 90s song reference more than they like the actual song.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
Tory Lanez is another one of them niggas.
But to me, I will say this: my absolute hot take is that Tory Lanez is actually a talented dude. He just came up. He just so happened to come up in Drake's shadow.
Yes,
because Tory Lanez is legit talented, but
like he can really rap. He can
like he can rap and he can sing, but
sing for this era. Yeah. Like he just coming from Toronto. Yeah.
Like he's always gonna be in Drake's shadow. Like, and that's just what it is.
Yeah. Like yeah. No, I agree with that. Damn, I just lost my train of thought.
But yeah, I think "Don't" is more of just a Dirty Mac song.
Yeah, cause he like talking about he love her, but she got a man. Like nigga, whoa,
hey man,
what's wrong with you?
That's the best R&B was when niggas was Dirty Macking and dropped in the middle of the desert with white linen suits.
Yeah.
That was, it was the best of times, man.
It was R&B. Like R&B died when people like Chris Brown and Trey Songz like started dropping like hip hop mixtapes. Like, bro, I didn't come here to hear you rapping, bro. Like, I came.
I will say
for
I
you to sing.
do fuck with Chris Brown's like rapping.
I fuck with Trey Songz rapping, but that's
No, I don't.
That's not what you're here for, bro.
Yeah, nah,
I'm not here for Trick or Trey.
yeah, nah, like Chris Brown, like if he did like a rap alter ego, like that was kind of like anonymous to put a project out, I think that shit would probably be dope.
Like what's that Tyrese album that he dropped?
Yeah, I was about to say, do not do the Tyrese Black Tie shit. Please do not.
Yeah, Black Tie. Yeah, Black Tie.
Please do not do that shit.
No, nah.
Like, please, for the love of God, do not do that shit. Like, no. We don't need that. But nah, Chris Brown talented enough to do it. But yeah, because Chris Brown ain't that great of a singer. Like,
no, he's not.
Like, he's okay. So with him, I don't mind doing it. But you're right. Like when you had Chris Brown and Trey Songz like start leaning in more to the hip hop shit, and then you had Wayne and Kanye leaning more into the auto tune shit. Like you really kind of just blurred hip hop.
Yeah, niggas destroyed R&B. Like, cause you don't have like niggas like Jaheim, no disrespect, but my nigga damn near look homeless now. Like he don't have no lane. Like
the R&B lane swapped over to the alternative R&B lane. Like that's where all the singers went. Like your Gallant, your Snow Allegras, like them. Like that's where that shit went. It's just that a lot of people don't know about those artists. So I know what I was gonna say. Somebody who raps as good as he sings, Wade Brown. My dude,
what, son?
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Wade Brown, man.
Yeah, that dude is. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go listen to Gryffindor.
He's out of Huntsville. I think he was on The Voice. He recently did a song with Trans Lee. But yeah, Wade Brown, super talented guy, man.
Yeah, like Wade Brown. Wade Brown is the truth. Like his Food at the House Volume 1 is on all streaming services. That shit is fire. But if you just want an example of a song I'm talking about, like go listen to Gryffindor. Like
he's flipping Harry Potter
metaphors the entire time. Rapping and singing, and the shit is fucking phenomenal. But he's somebody who raps as good as he sings. You get a few of those out there, but then for every one of those, you get a Donald Glover who is just okay enough at both of those. So it's yeah.
I think that's the generation.
I think Tigolo can sing, man.
Oh yeah. Fonte can sing. I mean, he fathered Drake's style. Drake has even said this on numerous occasions. That's why you've never heard a Fonte and Drake record. Because people pretty much know.
Hold on.
Change due to women, in my opinion, because who are they singing to? I don't know about that. Like, I feel like it changed. I feel like women kind of stopped going to R&B as a result of what the genre became. Like, because I feel like women wasn't really like, women started like getting heavy into hip hop and like having opinions and wanting to jump in, or casual women hip hop fans started like really wanting to like voice their opinions in hip hop debates after Drake.
Well, but I do feel like honestly, like Usher he was from that older era of R&B, and then like after Confessions, like I just feel like he went more like pop instead. He wasn't like strictly R&B no more. He was more like pop style. What?
Yeah, and I mean, but that's urban music has become pop.
Yeah, I was gonna say that after 8701 and Confessions, there was like a huge gap, and then I feel like the next heir apparent was Trey Songz, and when he came through, he incorporated a lot of rap into his, because if like one of Drake's first biggest songs had Trey Songz on there, so he was kind of in that middle point.
He was rapping.
Yeah, on his first album, he was rapping. So like it wasn't uncommon for him to like be singing over a beat that sounded like a rap beat. So I think he kind of like helped blur those lines. But
yeah, and then when you started getting the blurred line with pop too, with Bieber, with Usher doing joints that sound like they should have went to Bieber, and then Bieber dropping the R&B album. Like you kind of had the lines blurred of what pop and urban music has become. Because I mean, hip hop is basically pop now. Like the same formulas they were using in the 90s to produce boy bands, they're using to produce rappers now.
Yeah, that's why I always say don't say white people don't benefit from affirmative action, because basically the career that JT had should have been Usher, if you ask me.
I mean,
in my opinion, it should have been Genuine, because if you look at 100% Genuine, like that's pretty much the formula that JT had on Sexy Back, or that album, and then the 2020 album. That's the same formula that Timbaland used to produce 100% Genuine.
I mean, there's also a what if on that Justified album, instead of Pharrell and the Neptunes like pushing JT, they go to Usher.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like, there's a big what if there of what could have potentially happened with that. Like there's kind of a line of demarcation there. But yeah, I mean, it's as our guy Sebastian Cole said, like, man, all this shit is pop music now. Like, there's just basically two genres of music. There's pop and not pop. There's pop and alternative, basically.
And that's why
alternative genre.
And that's why when I because I don't even say it as a knock to him, but that's why when I say like you can't hold Drake to rapper standards because he's a pop star, like people get mad, like, what do you mean he's not a rapper? He raps. Like, okay, you can rap, but he's a pop star.
Rap is a form of expression.
Like, right, like rap is the act. It's not a genre. He's a pop star. Right. Right.
Rap is a form of expression. You can rap in any genre. You can rap in rock. You can rap in anything. So yeah, Cardi B is a pop star. Like everything that Atlantic is doing for her is what a big label would have done for Britney Spears did for Britney Spears in the 90s. And Christina Aguilera and the boy bands. Like it's the exact same shit. They have a team of people to make you look as manicured as possible. They have this big gigantic machine behind you that is making you the most pristine records and making sure your mastering is perfect and teaming you up with other big acts. See all of her songs with Bruno. That's all this shit is. They saw that urban music was the way to go. And so they just absorbed urban music into pop. Like everything now that is mainstream is a subgenre of pop or alternative. That's it. You're either in the mainstream, which is popular music, or you're not. But there's like people talk about how much they miss the regionalization of music. There isn't even like a line divided.
Yeah, there even isn't even that.
Like you can catch EDM bass heavy shit in a pop record now. Like everything has been co-opted by the big, because there's only 3 labels now.
Right.
Warner and Universal. That's it. There are no other labels. If you want one of them, you will be treated like a pop act, basically. Like you still get your holdouts. Like sometimes, if Def Jam ever got their act together, maybe you could finally get like a big hip hop label on. But they've absorbed every smaller label, and that's all it is. Sony gives you like your more classic R&B sounding shit, or the pop leaning R&B stuff. Universal gives you like more hip hop sounding shit, and then Warner gives you your pop heavy hip hop shit. And more pop music. That's it. That's all.
My boy Wale over there dying on Warner.
Man,
it was bound to happen to him eventually.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Lupe was at Warner. Linkin Park is still at Warner. Their last album was a pop album. It's happening to everybody. They probably have Linkin Park probably has a little more leeway.
Yeah, and they sold niggas dreams because that's when they brought in Leor. And then that's when they converted Ross from Def Jam to Warner, and then it was like, Ross, we're gonna give you MMG, but it's like Leor, and then Ross is under there, and then Wale is under Ross. So what are you gonna do? And I think I want to say Wale is like directly under Warner Brothers now, and not even MMG.
I think he is. He's not even under MMG because he's like dropped like he said he had a fight to drop Black Girl Magic, and it was some other song about the Black Plight, excuse me, that he had to drop. And he said like Warner Brothers was fighting him tooth and nail. He was just complaining about it on Twitter last week.
Yeah, Gallant, same thing. They did the same thing.
Yeah, Gallant, same thing. Yeah.
Gallant was under, I think, Glass Note or something like that. Or no, Mind of a Genius.
Yeah, Mind of a Genius.
My thing with somebody like Wale, like you've had enough mainstream success that you can just be independent. Like I don't understand why he keeps trying to get these machines put behind him. Like I think he has enough of a core following
because he doesn't want to be the core cult artist. He wants to be one of the big artists, and he just to accept that he's not.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
of that. He was of that. Like think about his peers. His peers are J. Cole and Wale. They got the big deal. So he was like, shit, I need the big deal too. And then right after that was Crit, and Crit made the same mistake by going to Def Jam. And you see he's independent now, and Crit's happy. But no, Wale and I will say this, like people forget this, but there was a time where Wale was like next up. Like he was like the midpoint between like a Kendrick and a Drake. Like he was supposed to be like that guy.
Yeah,
but
Cole actually kind of swooped in and
exactly.
Which is why the animosity with him and Cole is kind of there, because Cole is like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I don't want any of this shit. And people heaping on him, and Wale's like, no, love me.
And Wale is like, I want it though.
I want that. And he sees Cole getting, he's like, nigga.
I honestly think the best thing that happened to Wale's career was going to MMG, because like when he was like them first two MMG compilation albums, like Wale was on fire. Ambition was good. The album after that was good.
Yeah, it brought him a new fan base. Yeah,
like 11-111 was good. Like to me, Wale could do no wrong in that time, but I don't know. I don't understand why he got from under that MMG umbrella, because it hasn't done anything for him.
Well, I think it's totally disbanded now. I don't think anybody's on the MMG, because they had Stolly, they had Wale, they had
Meek is under Rock Nation.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always him and Wale were both well, Wale was managed by Rock Nation. I know that.
Yeah, he was managed by Rock Nation.
But Meek has Rock Nation got every damn body. I just found out they got Snow Allegra. Where the fuck that came? Rock Nation has every damn body right now. Like Jay-Z is positioning Rock Nation to be like the fourth label for you to go where you could be independent while still having the powers.
Yeah, and the way he's pushing that is because Rock Nation is under Live Nation, and hey, you could get this concert money if you come with us, and we can manage you. We could put you directly in place to make you a star, and then you could go get this concert money.
While being in a pseudo 360 deal, but that's a topic for another day. But yeah, you're right. Wale was positioned to be who Cole was, and similar. I think Beautiful Bliss is a microcosm of their relationship.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Cole was on Beautiful Bliss. I just know Cole came through and just ate that nigga lunch. Like I said, the rapper in me would not have let that verse go out. I would. Some verses you just know when you hear.
Like, and here's the thing, man. Wale, like people like take Cole out, and Wale's verse is actually good. But thing is, Cole that's back when Cole. I miss that Cole, man. Cole was a killer. Cole came through on that track. He came through on Stars Born. Like he would just come through and like just drop the verse and kill everybody.
The MMG, I don't know, something about Jordans and fitted caps. Like Cole snapped on that shit. I'm like, yo, that's why I think that Cole would excel if somebody else produced his shit, because I hear verses like that. I'm like, yo, like even the Beautiful Bliss verse, like, yo, if he got somebody else producing him, that nigga be a fucking megastar.
Good Friday, Looking for Trouble.
Even when and I told AJ this, the best version of Cole is when he's rapping on the Boss album. Because listen to every J. Cole feature on the Boss album. J. Cole kills it.
The beats that he produces for other people. Because High Power might be his best verse ever. And I'm so glad he didn't waste that shit rapping on that shit himself.
Yeah. That's definitely like his best beat, because like the shit he makes for himself, like nah.
Like he overdoes it. He overdoes it. And I mean, like, and Pat brought this up because Pat's not a Kendrick fan. Pat is a dyed in the wool, old school Southern hip hop fan. But he said like High Power is one of the few Kendrick songs he likes because it contrasts.
And that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah,
because like High Power is a different pitch than Kendrick's normal voice. Yeah. It's moving around a lot. It's got a lot going on, and Kendrick can just sit there and rap and sit in the pocket.
Like I think Cole has missed his window to be great. But remember when Lil Wayne, like we seen Lil Wayne's greatness, but we also seen he was limited because he was only rapping on beats by Manny Fresh. So we were like, man, if we heard Wayne on some other producers, like Wayne could be a megastar. Like I think that's what Cole's problem is he's limiting himself. Like if he took an Illmatic approach to an album and just got 9 or 10 beats from different producers, like I think he will have himself a classic because he's versatile enough to deliver the content that we want, but his sound is just stale at the moment.
Yeah, his sound gives you a lot of ear fatigue.
Yeah, to me, Cole like is like y'all know I watch soccer and shit, so it's basically, let me go to the story of Freddie Adu. Freddie Adu was gonna be that guy.
I remember.
And there were teams in Europe. They're like, hey, come train under us. You're 15 now. Come train under us, and by the time you're 18, you're gonna be a star. But now Freddie Adu is like, nah, I got to be a star right now. So to me, the Cole that we got in the warm up, he hasn't progressed much beyond that.
Yeah,
like, has Cole gotten any better? Nah, he hasn't.
He tried to make his standout project is Friday Night Lights, which should have been this album.
Mm-hmm.
Hove fucked up with that. He pulled a Michael Jordan.
He did.
Then he tried to make the warm up again for his first 3 albums, and then he finally succeeded in 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and he ain't had shit to rap about since.
I still, and it's wild because I still think Born Center his best album. I think
quality wise, it's his. I probably don't listen to Born Center as much as other albums, but it's definitely the album that when I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, this is.
Yeah, I probably listen to Sideline Story the most. Friday Night Lights is his project I listen to the most, but his albums I listen to the first one the most.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights is what I listen to the most, but I probably listen to Forest Hills Drive the most of his albums because I heard where I thought it's similar to Gambino with Kawhi. Like you know, me and you both thought Gambino was going in a certain direction after Kawhi, and then he flipped and did that other shit. Like I thought Cole was going the apparently hello Central Pay. I thought he was going there, and then he did For Your Eyes Only, and it was like, all right, there was your artistic progression.
And man, I remember when he dropped those 2 freestyles before For Your Eyes Only. Like I remember tweeting you. I was like, AJ, I think Cole's back, man.
Yep,
because he dropped oh man, what's the name of those? Like Somebody Got to Die and
Everybody Dies in False Prophets.
Yeah. I was like, man, Cole's back, man. He's hungry again. But then he dropped his absolute worst album ever. Terrible.
Yeah, that shit is.
Hey, Fee, I know you like the Folding Clothes song, but
no,
no, that's like fold.
That's Chuck like okay.
I like honestly after Born Center, like even 2014 Forest Hills Drive, it's hard for me to get into that album. Like it's tough. Like I listen to it probably up to Get Off My Dick, and then I turn it off because it's like it's just repetitive to me.
Get Off My Dick is a microcosm of Cole's problem.
Exactly. We talk about this all the time.
Because he overwrote that.
He overproduced it.
Like there's zero reason for you to come on a song rapping like Get Off My Dick and then the second verse to go, young nigga never had love, flip my that verse don't need to be there. Take that verse out, put the third verse at the second verse, end on the chorus and be done with it. Like that's it.
And that's where you need another producer in, because if he's rapping and producing at the same time, you can switch between those 2 brains. So he needs somebody to say like, hey man, this song doesn't need this. You need to say it like this, or you need to take that verse out. You need to say that hook this way.
I think that's the main reason I like 2014 Forest Hills Drive so much, because the second half of that album to me is like what Cole should. Let me pull up that track.
I will say the second half of the album is good. Like it starts off strong with the intro, but then it tapers off. But it ends on a high note. Yeah,
like after you get to Fire Squad, like you get Central Pay. If Get Off My Dick is written properly, No Role Models is okay to me. But when you get to Hello, Apparently, and Love Yours, like that's where I thought he was going.
Yeah,
like I thought he was headed there, and then he just completely like again Gambino. I thought after Kawhi he was going that futuristic synth pop sound, which was a great lane for him. He said, nah, gave that shit up. Like, and we got the Funkadelic album that I hate, and then this other shit that he fucking made.
I literally do not remember a single thing from that album.
I don't either. I heard like one song and was like, I listened to it recently, and there was only one song that stuck out. I was like, wow.
It's a vibe, as they say.
Thank God for luxury coke raps.
Yeah. Thank God for Stove God Cook, man. Stove God Cook said I was cooking. Stove God Cook said I was cooking for 3 days and a dope rolls out the pot.
Stove God Cook said serving left hand like Tony Kukoc. That nigga Stove God Cooks is a top 5 rapper out.
Stove God Cook said put
ask about me, tell him everything is cap. I said, nigga.
Nigga.
And the funny part is, I brought up Stove God Cooks like some months ago. It was like, yeah, it's this rapper named Stove God Cooks. His album called Reasonable Drought. He top 5. I was like, nigga, I'm not listening to that shit. And I listened to this album, and I'm like, nah, bro, this nigga was on it. He did the equivalent of Jewel's on Come Home With Me and Ghostface on Only Built for Cuban Links. Like he came in and added that guest star appeal and then dipped out. Like he co-starred on the album. Like I need him to do that because I listened to Reasonable Drought. It was okay.
Yeah, Reasonable Drought was okay, but he was on fire with this. Yeah.
Yeah, no. He made West Side Gun seem palatable for me. Like he made West Side Gun palatable for me.
Man, he rap hella long on his features. Like to me, his verses were more memorable than West Side Gun, which is for me being introduced to West Side Gun. That's not a good look because I'm like, yo. This
the thing with West Side Gun was West Side Gun wasn't ever supposed to rap. He was basically like, so him and Conway are brothers. Conway got shot in the face. They didn't think Conway could rap, so West Side Gun started rapping to keep their dreams alive. Like that's basically the equivalent of if you would put like all your money behind me to be a rapper, and then some shit happened to me, and he was like, "All right, fuck it, I'm gonna start rapping." Like that's basically.
And I will say this
he knows he's not that great of a rapper.
And I will say this about his Fly God tapes. His Fly God tape is where he's basically like an A&R. Because that's where we were first introduced to like Benny and Conway on like the first one. So he takes a step back on those Fly God tapes and lets other people rap. But he does have a like a feature length album on Pray for Paris that came out earlier this year that's fire, and that's more of his style. But on these Fly God tapes, he kind of like steps back and like lets his roster shine basically.
So let me ask you, does he still rap like Ghostface on these other albums? Because like I'm here for the mafioso. Yeah. I'm here for the mafioso raps as long as it's not niggas like who's that white dude that does that shit?
Action
Bronson. Slapping the shit out of
Action Bronson.
Yeah, as long as it's not no niggas like Action Bronson, I'm here for
that. Action Bronson being a celeb is pure white privilege because he basically just came out, did his best Ghostface impression, and now this nigga got cooking shows on Vice.
I like Action Bronson though, man.
He's cool. He's cool, but he shouldn't be as big as he is. That's what I'm saying. Like he should not be as big as he is. Like that is pure white privilege right there. Like him even being a thing. Because Ghostface said, nigga, I heard one of your songs and was like,
I thought that was
when did I rap this?
When did I try?
Like that's some wild shit. But them Griselda niggas, like they whatever it is, them niggas have it. Like them niggas have it. Like I have not heard a bad project or verse from any of them niggas.
Who produces them? Like I'm oblivious to them.
So they have a house producer named Derringer. He produces most of their stuff. Yep. He's like an alchemist type, but it's because the roster is Benny. Benny's probably the best out of them niggas. Benny is the best rapper.
Benny.
I always see niggas talking about Benny, but
Benny can go. But Conway, West Side Gun, and then like they rock with 38 Special and Stove God Cooks. But
and then Bodie James, and they just hired a female rapper. I can't think of her name. But Bodie, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Skinny nigga of the year had to say that twice, bro. That's my nigga right there.
Yeah, nah, man. I every time I hear a Benny verse, I want to sell drugs. Like it's him and Pusha T that make me like I'm very aware of the consequences of selling drugs. But when I listen, and now Stove God Cooks. But when I listen to them niggas, I be on Amazon looking at the Pyrex.
Hey, Pyrex, digital scales, baking soda, Aggies, everything you need.
Don't forget the air fryer.
Hey, nigga, I
gotta get the half a brick out of air fryer.
I start listening to that to that verse where Hov talked about it on American Dreaming. Step one in this process: scramble up to the projects, head to the Heights where Big Dope is processed. You gotta convince him that you're not from the precinct. That'd be me. Just
Camino speaking no English.
Like, nigga, I can keep my job, start pushing it. Niggas won't suspect me, and then I'm like, yeah, bro, you couldn't do that.
Nah, you couldn't do that.
You fold to
you go to jail,
man. Yeah, nah. I can't go to jail. But it for that 30 to 45 minutes of me listening to that project, I had a mafioso Kingpin dreams.
Yeah.
Even a nigga like me. That's the one thing I like. I don't ever want luxury coke raps to go out of style. Like,
man.
Bro, if you get rid of the skits, bro, that motherfucker, that shit it's a flawless project.
Yes.
Like, if you get rid of the skits, just break the skits just break it up. Like, when I'm vibing, like, why are these niggas talking, bro? Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna make a playlist without them skits, bro.
Yeah.
Without the skits.
Nah, I need Stove God Cooks has joined Anderson .Paak, Nate Dogg, and Ty Dolla $ign as like them. I need them niggas on a feature.
On features.
Like, if you're gonna have a feature, grab one of them. Like, well, obviously you can't grab Nate Dogg no more, rest in peace. But if you gonna have a singing feature, get Ty Dolla $ign or Anderson .Paak. If you're gonna have a rapping feature, go get Stove God Cooks.
Cause this man Stove God Cooks was on fire the entire. Because I looked at the track list, I was like, hold up, Stove God Cooks on here 3 times. I was like, that's a bit excessive. But then I listened, I was like, I get it.
Like, I get it. He coming off the bench hitting threes. Like, he's 6 man.
He definitely
a stove in the studio so I can serve it no look like Ricky Rubio.
Greatness. How? Oh yeah. I forgot. Today is the 25th anniversary of one of my favorite albums, D'Angelo, Brown Sugar.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Somebody tweeted that right before we got on. I was like, because I got to find it.
Damn, yeah.
Bruh.
And that's like a hallmark album in my life, man.
That like low key shot kind of. That's one of the groundbreaking albums of the neo soul movement.
Yeah, it is.
Like that Urban Swing House.
Mm-hmm.
Like all that shit kind of kicked off that into the soul.
Yeah, because they came out around the same time, and then after that you had like around that same time you also had Bilal Firstborn Second, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I might have fucked up the album title, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, that was pretty much like the kickoff of the neo soul movement.
Yeah, like Urban Swing House came out. Urban Hang Suite. I'm sorry, Urban Hang Suite came out in '97.
Mm-hmm.
So D'Angelo was 2 years before that.
Mm-hmm.
So that like you could probably point to that album being like the start of and by the way, people, neo soul was still like very alive and well out here. It's not the motherfuckers that you would think doing neo soul. But neo soul is very alive and well out here. The two most prominent neo soul, well, 2 of my favorite neo soul artists that I listen to, Mac Ayers and Hoblo Brown, but also Butcher Brown is a group that does some fire ass neo soul. Like neo soul was still very alive and well out here.
Yeah, I ran the Mac Ayers back today, man, and it's still
it's gotten better.
Yeah, it still stands.
The only joint on there I don't like is that Where Do We Go From Here. Other than that, that's straight through.
And I can even tolerate Where Do We Go From Here.
Where Do We Go From Here ain't a bad song. Its mixing is bad. There's too much high end, so it hurts my ear whenever I hear it. So I have to skip that record. Like if it was mixed better, I would probably like it. But other than that, straight through.
Okay,
straight through.
See, this is like when I'm talking about movies. I'm like, yeah, man, I don't like that camera angle. You like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, for me, it's one of those things. Because I can hear higher frequencies than most people, especially like because as our ages go on, we can't hear anything beyond like 20,000 hertz. Like I can hear frequencies above that, so I can hear like almost up into like the 24K range. So when I hear something that's mixed bad on the high end, like specifically in my left ear, that shit like. It's like someone taking something and poking my eardrum. So that song gets skipped every time. I don't know how the fuck that got past them niggas that mix that shit. But like just as soon as it comes on that, I want to know, and that piano, nope, got to hit next. But that shit still has the best 3-song run of the album I've listened to with Getaway, Summertime, and Jumping Off the Moon. That and Mac Ayers is a crazy fire guitarist. Like
he's a talented guy.
Yeah. So if you want to get into like hear what the new wave neo soul stuff is, Go listen to Mac Ayres, 2 of his 3 albums. His second album isn't in, but go listen to Drive Slow, which is his keyboard driven album, and then listen to Getaway, which is his guitar driven album. And his band is crazy too. Like his band is super nuts. So yes, Neo Soul is a lot more. But yeah, Brown Sugar is. He did all that shit on a. I was listening to Bomani Jones' podcast. He had Bun B on, and he said they were in New York doing something, and D'Angelo walked into the studio, like before he had blown up, and he starts talking to him. He's like, "Hey man, I love y'all album." And Pimp C was playing with something on the keyboard. He was like, "Yeah man, I did my whole album on this."
Yeah, man. They say D'Angelo brought his demo in. He brought a Casio, pulled it out of a brown paper bag, and just played niggas the album right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your favorite can't do that, man.
Yeah, nah. D'Angelo is like it sucks that the Untitled video kind of ruined his career in a funny way. Like I know we were joking about that shit on a previous episode, but like he did not like people viewing him that way.
And it totally overshadows Voodoo, which is an amazing album. Because just what he did on Voodoo, man, with that's when he brought in like Pino Palladino. That's when he brought in like Questlove. He brought in
that was Soulquarians they produced.
Yeah, the Soulquarians area, man. Voodoo is an amazing album.
And while we talk about the Soulquarians, let's just go look up some of the shit that they was a part. So the Soulquarians were Questlove, Bilal,
Dilla,
Common, Roy Hargrove, Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, James Poyser, Mos Def, Q-Tip, Talib, Pino Palladino, and Jay Dilla. And they started in 99, Roots Things Fall Apart, Mos Def, Black on Both Sides, Q-Tip Amplified, D'Angelo Voodoo, Common Like Water for Chocolate, Slum Village, Fantastic Volume 2, Erykah Badu, Mama's Gun, Bilal, Firstborn Second. That was in 01, right?
Okay.
Talib Quality, The Roots Phrenology, and then their last album was Common's Electric Circus.
Hot take. Electric Circus has aged well. Go listen to Electric Circus.
I listened to it about a year ago.
Dude, Electric Circus has aged well, man. Soul Power. Soul Power.
Fam.
All right.
We got to talk about Common's discography one day too, but I know we run over.
I think, I mean, not to get into it now, but I'll just go ahead and put my take out here. If you want to like line up album by album, I don't think it's crazy to say he's a top 10 rapper if you want to line up his discography.
My album. Yep.
Like I'll even say top 5.
If we just talking about straight up discographies,
I'll even say top 5. Yeah.
I mean, man,
I have to take a deep dive into his fucking discography.
Can I borrow
the only
$1?
one I'm really familiar with.
Can I borrow $1?
Resurrection. One Day It'll All Make Sense.
Yeah.
Like Water for Chocolate, you get to Electric Circus. That's like, to me, his first bad album. But then you get to Be and Finding Forever. Universal Mind Control was ass.
Yeah.
The Dreamer, the Believer was cool. And then, he fell off since then. But if we talk like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 albums, I would give 4 out of 5 stars at the very least.
Wait, hold up. You don't like Water for Chocolate?
No, I love Like Water for Chocolate.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
his best albums to me.
Okay. Because I was about to say, if you want to count the classics in there.
No. Like Water for Chocolate is fire.
I was about to say he has arguably 3 classics.
Yeah. Like I would give him B, Can I Borrow $1? And you can argue like Water for Chocolate.
I would give him Resurrection. I would give him Resurrection as.
Wait, which one had I Used to Love Her on it?
Resurrection.
Okay, yeah. Resurrection B, and then like
Can I Borrow $1 had Sold by the Pound.
I got you. Yeah. So Resurrection is his first classic. And then I would give him B and probably like Water for Chocolate or in Finding Forever is classic quality.
Yeah, and this is a hot take, and this might be the hot take that signed us off because I'm pretty sure everybody watching is gonna come get at me after this, but for me, B is hip hop's last, undeniable,
bonafide classic,
undisputed, bonafide classic.
When that shit come out? 09?
05. B, and here's the crazy thing: the production for B was so fire. The leftover beats from that made Late Registration.
On My Way Home was supposed to be on B.
So my thing would be when and I'm not saying it's the last classic. I'm saying it's the last classic that like almost everybody from every corner of hip hop will agree upon. Like not everybody, but there's not too many people who are Southern in 05 at the very least that were Southern hip hop aficionados that wasn't fucking with B.
Everybody likes
everybody likes B.
You don't like B, then oh no.
Yeah, no. I 100% agree. Like I think me and you talked about that. That might be the last bona fide classic that everybody in hip hop, or at least somebody from every circle of hip hop, can agree on as a classic. I don't know that you can name an album after that. Like maybe some of Kendrick albums.
American Gangster, I would just because I think that's a flawless album. Well, not flawless because Hello Brooklyn, but I'm just looking through.
Everybody agree that that's a classic, though. And me personally, I feel like
I just feel like hip hop is too subjective because there will be people
and that's what I'm saying. Based on the power of that,
I think there will be people who will say B is not a classic. Like, I mean, this just.
I guess what we're saying is like if you go like not now, but like if you go back to when it was dropped, when B was dropped, I think someone from every corner, I think the majority of people in every corner of hip hop when that album dropped felt like it was a classic. I don't think you can say that of any album since then. Like I don't think kids today are gonna go back and listen to B and think it's a classic.
Like because think about this in 05, man. Like this was the era of Lil Wayne. I'm from Demopolis, Alabama. Everybody was listening to B. Everybody.
That's the one. Even though I don't agree, I would argue that the Carter 3, just because I think is a terrible album. This is not me personally speaking, but how it was embraced in the hip hop community. Like people think that shit is a classic. So I would argue.
See, I think where you get dissent from that is the underground people though. And that's what I mean. Like when it dropped, I don't know that a majority of people in any corner of hip hop didn't think B was a classic.
Yeah, and on a similar thread, I actually think Carter 3 is the album that pivoted hip hop into the worst direction hip hop has gone into.
I would say I wouldn't blame Carter 3. I would give that to 808s and Heartbreaks. That's where I would. See, the reason
but that is a disciple of Carter 3 though, because Carter 3's first single is Lollipop, where Lil Wayne is using autotune.
Wait, hold on. When did those come out?
Carter 3 came out in 08. Yeah, I think 808s and Heartbreaks came out in. I think that came out the end of 08.
Okay. I want you to because I guess my thing is like the reason I say that is because and the reason I agree with Ron's take is because if Wayne comes out on the Carter 3 and decides to really rap, I feel like the young rappers today are a whole lot better than what they are. That's why I kind of agree. But I do agree with you that 808s is because 808 spawned Drake. Without 808s, we don't have Drake. So we don't have half of these young dudes. But the other half are Lil Wayne spawned.
Like I seen it was Jamel Hill. They was on Twitter, her podcast. They're rewatching The Wire, her and some guy, and she was like that 808s and Heartbreaks is probably it. They compare 808s and Heartbreaks to season 2 of The Wire, and like a lot of people think that it sucks, but it's an important season to The Wire.
I agree with
because I agree with it too because it sets up. For one, it set up The Wire to tell 3 stories in one season without getting lost. Like, because you got the perspective of the doc, the cops, and what's going on the west side of Baltimore. And 808s and Heartbreak pretty much steered hip hop into the direction that it's going in. Because without 808s, you don't know because before 808s, Drake was not a sing-songy type nigga. He was rapping with Nicholas F. Fury on Comeback Season and the
Pistols and Tex.
Yeah, like he was a punchline backpack type nigga. So
he was a Fonte disciple. But like, so the dates on those 808s is November of 2008. Carter 3 is June. Of 2008. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I either album, I'm not going to disagree. I just think that if Wayne had kept on the pace that he was on from the Squad Up mixtapes to the Carter 2. Hip hop sounds completely different today. I still think you get the auto tune, but I think you get a lot of young rappers that are actually rap. You have a lot more Sean Smiths out today if Wayne was rapping the way he was at his
and I will say this, I want to totally be fair to Wayne, because if we get Carter 3 as it should have been with the original La La, with the original, I feel like dying. It's a totally different album. I feel like Wayne wanted to do something, but there was just leaks out the ass on that album.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and the Carter 3 we got. Yeah, the Carter
3 leak mixtape is a classic. Like to me, like I love that leak mixtape. If he would have put that out with like Diamonds and Girls and Kush, Prostitute Fling, La La, I feel like I'm dying. Like if he would have put that version out, like man.
Because to me, Lala is like Lil Wayne's like most underrated songs, and he samples that I think it's like Tell a Story. I forgot the name of the 70s band that created, but he's like really rapping and like telling a story on this song, but yeah, if we would have got that Lil Wayne, like it would have changed the trajectory of hip hop. But you know, it is what it is.
I feel like you got a lot more Sean Smiths out.
Yeah.
If a lot more Sean Smiths and Isaiah Rashads. If Wayne kept rapping.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
But I don't
like I think YBM Corday, like, and I really like him. Like I liked his album last year. I think he would be much bigger and much to the forefront of hip hop as opposed to somebody like Tekashi 6ix9ine or A Boogie if music wasn't where it was.
MLE Chopper.
Yeah, like Young Melly or Lil Melly or YFN Melly, excuse me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think those two albums are that might have to be a podcast episode.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta talk about
the trajectory of hip hop after 08 because that's a really good conversation to delve into because.
But yeah, so that might be our next episode. Let's look into like everything that came out in 08, and I feel like 08 is really like hip hop's last stand. So that will be our homework. We need to look at everything else that came out in 08. Because yeah, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Because I remember being on spring break and hearing Lollipop, and I was like, man, I like Lil Wayne, but I don't like what this is about to do. I remember saying that, and everybody like, nah, man, you just being too serious. And then look at what happened when Carter 3 drops. So yeah,
quick story. I was in Japan, and I was at the bar, and I will never forget this. And 08, I was the hardest. Like I would ride for Lil Wayne. Like I would fight you over Lil Wayne, like that was my nigga. This guy at the bar, I'm buying drinks. He like, man, a Carter 3. What was the single? A Millie was playing. He like, oh man, a Millie, da 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 da. I turned back. I said, boy, that shit trash. I threw that shit out the window on my car. He like, what? Nah, nigga, Lil Wayne the greatest. I said, bro, if you ain't listen to Squad Up, Carter 1, Carter 2, like.
See, I'm gonna have to make a note of this because I'm gonna have to look up something to see what happened in that year because I think
that shit is trash. That nigga wanted to fight me over that shit because I said the Carter 3 was trash, but it was like, and people who say Carter 3 is Wayne's best album are new to Lil Wayne because it's easily bottom 5. Like I would put the Carter 4 and the Carter 5 above the Carter 3. Like easily.
And I'm gonna say this now: Wayne has more trash albums and bars than he has good ones, but. We'll leave that. But and I don't know if he remembers this, but in 06, after I moved to Birmingham, I was listening to The Drought too. And I heard this and I was like, Wayne's starting to fall off. And nigga was like, man, you tripping, man. I was like, nah, man, he getting lazy. He Randy Moss in it right now. And from that point on, like if I put some people put the line of demarcation at the Carter 3, I put it at the Drought 2. Because that was like the first project that I had listened to Wayne on where I was like, all right, yo, this nigga's better than this. Even though he was still rapping at a high level, he had like scaled it back, but not in the Jay-Z way. He was like scaling it back because he just didn't feel like doing it. Whereas Jay-Z's like, I'm gonna do just enough to let you know I'm better than niggas. But again, I'm gonna make a mental note of something right now because I feel like something happened either in 08 or 09 that also parried this. But yeah, I think this is gonna
Okay.
Make a mental note of this.
Some of these albums I ain't even heard of in 2008.
Yeah, I think 08 being hip hop's last stand. Who y'all think we need to get a guest on for this episode?
Yeah, we might have to have somebody. I see a lot in 08. I like. Okay. So yeah, we definitely got to talk about that.
I seen one album and people are probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sure that it was album of the year for me.
Plies definition of real.
Hell no. Jeezy Recession was probably my favorite album of 2008.
Hey, we can't be giving up the damn list.
Hold on. Yeah, let's hold on to that.
Can't be giving up the damn
list.
Let's
hold on to that. Yeah.
Already. Let's relax when we give up the episode. All right. All right, so next week we'll probably be joined by somebody. We're gonna talk about we're gonna map out hip hop since 2008 and see if that was hip hop's truly last stand. I like I said, I still agree with Ronnie that on B, but we can revisit the B point to see if we think there's another album that came out since the only album to me I got an album I think that might be agreed with, but I still don't think so. But we can also hash that point out and see do we have anything since then that we would consider to be like not a classic, but a bona fide classic. There's plenty of albums I think that are classics since then.
Yeah. There are regional classics, there are personal classics, but like a unanimous
quality
classic.
Yeah. Right. All right. So this has been Politics as Usual, episode 24. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube and turn the bell on.
R.P. Kobe.
Rest in peace to Kobe. 24, Kobe. Like and subscribe to the YouTube page, the KWC blog. You should follow us on Instagram and at the on Twitter at the KWC blog, even though Ronnie's the only person that tweets from there these days. You can follow Fee at Fee Fresh, just as his name is spelled underneath his picture, just one word. You can follow me at 4 Eyes. My handle's right there. Also, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, like us, rate us, review us. I'm gonna steal Bomani Jones' ending tag. Give us 5 stars. If you only give us 4 stars, I'm inclined to believe you are a hater. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Ryan is about to be testing some new thing. We might be doing some new thing on StreamYard going forward after this. But next time,
I think it's a good idea. So just stay tuned.
Great idea. And it actually encourages you motherfuckers to stay in the house. As Rona is picking up steam and came out like Michael Vick on Monday Night Football and throwing 90-yard bombs on us. But
this is Big Rona right now is like Mike Vick versus the Vikings. Yeah, it's just running through the entire secondary.
I was thinking the Eagles versus
Redskins. The
formerly year when he came out and threw that bomb 90 yards. Rona ain't playing with us. So we will see y'all next time. Peace.